All right. Well, again, ladies and gentlemen, I want to welcome you all to our live Valentus webinar for Sunday. My name is Marques. I have the privilege of being your presenter here again for Sunday. And I live in the beautiful Mile High city of Denver, Colorado. And I want to say greetings to all of our guests from all over the globe that have tuned into this live broadcast to learn more about why so many of us are excited about Valentus. You all, I'm tremendously excited about this particular product line that we have here, especially the Slim Roast. My first exposure and experience with this particular product, I was down 5 pounds my first week. And so I quickly became a believer of this product. And let me just tell you all, from the very first time that I had a chance to try this product out, it tastes amazing. Within my first 7 minutes, I started to notice a difference in my attitude. It's like the mental fog that I normally have first thing in the morning. It was lifted. In fact, it was 7 a.m. the first time that I had my first cup of the coffee. I felt amazing. I felt energized, but it was like a smooth release of energy. Grabbed my tennis shoes, headed down to the gym, had an incredible workout for about 90 minutes. And you all, I kid you not, it was probably closer to 12 o'clock before I had my first bite of the day. And I actually ate a banana. I wasn't even hungry, but I knew if I hadn't had something in my stomach that I'd probably pay for it long term. So you all, when I tell you that this product absolutely does what they say it's going to do, it's amazing. And I had a chance to go check out a website called bestweightlosscoffee.com. And what it features is ordinary people who love coffee, who started drinking this particular brand of coffee, the Slim Roast, and started experiencing the same thing that I had experienced my first week. They lost quite a bit of weight. Some stories were even more amazing, where they had lost 20, 35 pounds over, a 40 to 60-day stretch. So you all, I'm going to show some pictures here in a little bit of some stories that absolutely blew me away and really sold me on that this product is indeed going to be what I consider to be that next legacy play within our industry. And so the information I'm going to share with all of you all, I want to keep it as simple and as easy as possible, because that's what we're talking about here. Now, when we talk about coffee, you all, it's very simple. And here's why. 83% of adults drink coffee, which basically means everyone on this webinar, most of you drink coffee, or you know someone close to you who drinks coffee multiple times a day. When I started to really put my business cap on and really started to think about how a lot of major brands out there have really started to shift over into the coffee space. I started to think about companies like Wendy's, started to think about companies like Burger King, whose sales are now up 25%, all because of coffee. I started to think about companies like Dunkin' Donuts. I remember when I played football with the New England Patriots, it seemed like on every single corner there was a Dunkin' Donuts. And a lot of us who lived in that area in Massachusetts, we were all hooked on the coffee for a very long time. But when you would pull up to the Dunkin' Donuts, you all, that logo was a donut logo, not a coffee logo. But also, too, Dunkin' Donuts began to understand that their long-term success and really the profit was found in the coffee. And so they begin to rebrand themselves. And now Dunkin' Donuts is the place for coffee, whether it's cold or iced. People love Dunkin' Donuts. In fact, you can buy it in the grocery stores. Subway now opening its doors 5 a.m., 6 a.m. Trust me, not to sell you a foot-long sandwich, but the bottom line is they want a piece of that coffee empire as well. And then, of course, want to really share this example with you, because we've all been into McDonald's and we've watched McDonald's change its complete layout. I remember the first time when they had finished the layout of their new McCafe. And when you walked into that place, I mean, it felt like you were in a coffee shop. Matter of fact, all McDonald's really feel like that now. They have the whole low-hanging chandeliers. They've got the jazz playing in the background, flat screen TVs. They've got like a mature crowd there reading newspapers, having business meetings. And it's just really unique to realize that that's actually McDonald's, the same place where kids running around with Ronald McDonald. And don't get me wrong, they still have the playground in the back. But again, the whole shift of that brand, McCafe, was modeled around coffee. And why? Because McDonald's got smart. It realized that, yeah, we can bring people in to buy the chicken McNuggets, the hamburgers, cheeseburgers, Big Macs and fries, milkshakes. But they realized that if I can take 7 cents of raw material and profit $15, they realized that that was where their profit margin and where their money was at. And so that's why McDonald's completely has changed the game, especially within fast food. And so these are just a few of the illustrations that I wanted to show all of you. But the bottom line is, again, coffee has become major big business. Now, the fact that 400 million cups of coffee are enjoyed every single day in North America, again, that light switch went on for me. Now, all of us have been to Starbucks. I have a family of 6. So I tell everybody that I'm always $30 light every time I walk in that place. Why? Because I drop nothing less than $5 for a cup of coffee. And what Starbucks has done is they've done something very unique. They've made it socially acceptable to spend $5 or more for a single cup of coffee. So I'm no longer in the convincing game of trying to convince people that, spending, more than $1 for a cup of coffee is something strange. Everybody understands that that's very normal today. So now my question to you is, how can we all participate in that particular coffee space? Well, I'm going to show something to you that I think is going to be very interesting. You see, I want you again to keep your business cap on, because I'm going to show you some numbers here that really got me excited. I first was introduced to Valentus, and this was back in February 2015. They were a young company, still a young company now. But at that time, they had just closed in February at $80,000 in sales. Now, for me, at that particular time, I have been in the industry now for the past 10 years. A little bit about my story. I've had some really good success early on in my career. But over the last 3 or 4 years, I've been really trying to find a home before finding Valentus. And I'm going to be honest with you all. I was really nervous about getting started with more of a startup style company, because I've been there before and I ran into the issues where, people ordered all the product and all of a sudden they were calling me a week later, 2 weeks later saying, "Hey, Marques, I haven't received my product yet. What's going on?" And I was nervous because I didn't know what to tell those people. And then, of course, that was part of the new startup blues. And so I've been there where people have waited 4 or 5 weeks for their product to get there. And so that was a particular space that I didn't want to be in at that time with Valentus. So I stayed in close contact with a very good friend of mine, Dave Lear in Jordan. And I told them, I said, "Look, keep me connected to what you all are doing. I definitely can tell that this is going to be, has the potential to be a good company, but right now it's just not for me." Well, ladies and gentlemen, let me show you what happened over that next year. You see, when they followed back up with me in February of 2016, they presented to me that the sales had actually really skyrocketed up to $1.1 million. You all, in March of this year, Valentus did $1.45 million in sales. April, $2 million. May, $3.4 million. June, you all, on the books, they closed out at $4 million in sales. And so that's when, for me, I started to realize that $4 million in sales is a very solid, respectable number, okay? Very respectable number in this industry. It also told me that the stability of this company is where I needed to be. It also told me that in order for sales to be that high, they've got things right. They're shipping on time. People are receiving their products. They're having good response on the product. So noticing that there's an average of 30% growth monthly, I knew that there's something major here. And then when I started to learn more about the product that really is changing the industry, the Slim Roast, that's when I got really excited about this thing, you all. And I started to think about where coffee has gone. You see, even Tim Hortons recently sold for $11.4 billion. So again, when we start to think about $4 million, if you look back at this slide here, $4 million in the month of June, you all, that's a drop in the bucket. So I started to think about how many people out there, if they knew that there was a product that had a weight loss component to it in coffee, but you couldn't smell it nor could you taste it, but it tasted just like a regular great cup of coffee, but people were experiencing just drastic weight loss, losing inches around those tough areas, you all, that got me excited. And you see, I had already started to have my own personal experience losing 5 pounds in 5 days, you all. But it wasn't just my story. It was other people's stories as well. But here's one thing I can tell you what people have talked about and are experiencing with this coffee. It does a great job of curbing your appetite, reduces sugar cravings, reduces sugar absorption, it burns fat, elevates the mood, promotes mental alertness, as well as increasing focus. And so you all, again, this is such a very simple concept. I love the fact that those little small sticks of coffee are nothing more than our business cards. And it's a great way to expose people to your business. When you start to think about a great business idea, you've got to do something that makes sense, that's very simple, that the masses can embrace. And that's why I like the simplicity of what we have here with the Slim Roast. Now, when you look at this picture here with Veronica Rogers, she's down 35 pounds drinking the coffee. She has an amazing testimonial. You have to go to our main website to hear it. But again, down 35 pounds drinking the coffee. You've got Matthew Leaf down 55 pounds also from drinking the coffee. Absolutely amazing. Now, when we talk about the products here within Valentus, this is another thing that I really want to say that our founder, Dave Jordan, hit a home run with this, because I'm going to explain a couple things to you here. Besides the Slim Roast, we also have what's called our Immune Boost, our Energy, as well as our Trim, okay? Now, let me talk about the Immune Boost, because here's my thing. One of the biggest issues that a lot of people deal with when it comes to sickness and disease is a mineral deficiency, which basically means people are not getting in the vitamins and minerals on a daily basis that they need. Now, here's the remarkable thing. I've had a number of what you would consider to be very health conscious individuals who I've talked to who said even when they went to the doctors that they were told too that they basically are suffering from mineral deficiency. Which basically means this, ladies and gentlemen, even though you may have the healthy habits of eating salads throughout the day, you're eating, fruit, you're doing all the right things. Unfortunately, because the way that our foods are harvested, the pesticides that are sprayed on the topsoils, that's in our foods. And unfortunately, a lot of the soils that our crops are grown in are nutritionally bankrupt, which means our foods are lacking the nutrients that are needed daily. As a result, we pay for that, okay? We end up paying for that. So when you look at our stick of the Prevail Immune Boost, it's flooded with vitamins and minerals. It's got nutrients in there as well. It's got antioxidants in there as well. You just pour it in a nice 10 to 12 ounce glass of water, and literally you can just enjoy the cup, okay? Now, this is also kid friendly. So the last time I looked, everybody out there in the world has an immune system. So we have the type of product that once people get engaged with our Slim Roast, now we can create what I call a healthy lifestyle change for that individual and their family as well by getting them all connected to the Immune Boost. Also, when you talk about the Prevail Energy Drink, here's the deal. How many times have we all walked into a grocery store, walked into a corner store, 7-Elevens, your Conocos, and we watch people standing in line? Maybe you've done it in the past, 2 and 3 Red Bulls in your hand to get you through the day. Or maybe you like the Monster drinks or the Rockstar drinks. Last time I went to Starbucks with my family, Starbucks even had their own little case of cold energy drinks as well. Why? Because that's a gazillion-dollar empire. The energy space is huge. 5-hour energy drinks. You guys can go on and on. The bottom line is, we all understand that the long-term effect of drinking and heavy consumptions of those particular beverages can be very harmful to your immune system long-term. So we have the right answer with our Prevail Energy Drink. Again, you mix it in a 10 to 12 ounce glass of water. Tastes absolutely refreshing. But the nice thing I like it releases a smooth amount of energy that, without all the crash and burn, allows you to have that sustained energy throughout the day. And then quickly, which is becoming one of my favorites, is the Prevail Trim. I have one of these sticks before all of my meals, okay? I love this particular product, and I make it a little bit fun. I actually, as you see there, it looks like a little lime there, a little orange. I actually do that. I get a scoop of ice, 7-8 ounces of water, but then I actually like to dice up a fresh little apple in there. And sometimes if my kids buy strawberries, dice up a little strawberry in there, but then I squeeze a little lemon or lime in there. And let me tell you, it's just very refreshing. And I will drink that 30 minutes before I actually eat. And oftentimes, I end up eating a very small meal because I'm very satisfied. And so when I look at all 4 of these products, of course, the star of the show being the Slim Roast, but the other 3 really create what I call that nutritional balance. and they just do a great job of synergistically working together as a pair. And so, again, the before and after photos are absolutely amazing. If you check out my man right here with his blue jeans on, he's feeling great, but I can see why. You can look there around that midsection, you all. That's a dangerous section. Even if you look over there to the young lady in yellow, where you can clearly see that she's got some issues there with a lot of the abdominal fat there. You all, that is one of the scariest areas in all of our bodies, is the gut area. There is so much as far as health concerns that physicians will tell you when you have things around the gut area and then the heart, you all, long term, that can be dangerous for all of us. And so the fact that these individuals are winning the war on weight by really taking their life back, you all, and just saying, you know what, my health is my wealth. And I have to applaud them. If you look at the young lady in the yellow, she looks fabulous, you all. Look how loose the shirt is fitting on her now. And I love the fact that they became part of the challenge, the 12 and 24 challenge that we have. And basically over a 24-day stretch, it's very simple. You're going to have a slim roast first thing in the morning as your cup of coffee, all right? And right before your meal, you're going to have yourself 30 minutes before your meal, you're going to have a stick of the slim. And then lastly, before you go to sleep, you're going to have a stick of the immune. You do that for 6 straight days. You take the 7th day off. You all will do that for 24 straight days. And here's the thing. You will lose 12 pounds or at least 12 inches during that period if you follow that particular regimen. But I'm telling you, it absolutely works. And again, people are just experiencing some amazing things on the product. So let's go ahead, you all, and let's actually drop closer from that 30,000 square foot view. Let's really talk about why many of you all are here, and that's about the money. Because yes, the coffee is amazing, but you all, the money is spectacular. 7 ways that you're going to earn money here. Number 1, retail. Here's my thing. You can create literally a 6-figure income off of customers alone over here, because that's how great the product is. If that was all you focused on in your city, was getting the slim roast into as many homes as you could literally earn a 6-figure income. So for me, I had to qualify the company in knowing that I actually have a product that retails, because a lot of time we find ourselves in the convincing game. Didn't want to do that anymore. This is not the convincing game. This is something that people absolutely want. So we can earn as much as 25% or more every time we move a box of coffee. And I'll explain to you why here once you look at how you can actually order the coffee. Now, number 2 and 3. Every time you introduce a new business partner to Valentus, you can earn as much as $200. So if someone, let's just say, purchases one of our big packs, which is the $500 pack, you would earn $200 once you qualified at that legacy as well. So you get the $100 plus the legacy. That's that's $200 total. So to keep it simple, yes, every time you bring someone into this business, you can earn as much as $200. And we teach you how to get that legacy coded bonus. All right. Income areas number 4 and 5 are absolutely the residual income within this company. Now, every single week, our company takes a snapshot of all the coffee sales throughout your entire organization. So notice I didn't say just all the coffee sales that you've done, but your entire organization, which means that's going to be made up of people that you don't know. Okay. Now, what we do is we take a snapshot of all those coffee sales and we pay you on what's called your pay side. Now, if your pay side does, let's just say $10,000 that week, well, 20% of $10,000, that's a $2,000 paycheck that you earned that week. Okay. Now we pay you every single week. So as this example, if you were to do $100,000 per week, you all, here's what's going to happen is you would actually be earning, this is if you're earning $100,000 in coffee sales weekly on your pay side in your organization, that would yield you $20,000 that week. So again, this is why I'm saying you can actually earn some really good income. Now, we also pay out 7 generations up to 20% match check, which basically means you bring in Nancy and Thomas into this business. If they happen to earn $1,000 that week in coffee pay, they're going to get their $1,000 check and we'll pay you a match check depending on where you are in the business up to 20%. So there's 7 generations that you can get paid of match checks. You want to definitely look for one of the trainings that we have because we take you through that. But you can literally be getting paid, between 30, 40, 50, even more match checks, depending on how many people are in your organization. We also, number 6, have what's called the 1% global volume shared pool as well. And then we also have what's called the car bonus, which I like to refer to as the lifestyle bonus, which means as you achieve certain ranks within our company, once you hold that rank, you start receiving a $400 monthly car allowance or lifestyle allowance, okay? Now, you can actually earn up to $3,000 as you hit the elite levels within our company as well. And that's a monthly bonus that you'll be able to receive, okay? So that's the reason why, again, so many people are excited about how you actually can get teamed up with us here. Now, once you team up here with Valentus, you're going to have your very own back office that tracks and manages your business. But what I like about it too is, especially with social media exploding on Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, you got YouTube out there, you're going to need some nice marketing websites. Well, you're going to receive the entire business package, which gives you all the marketing websites, follow-up email campaigns. You can receive all that by getting started at our business builder level, which is a $20 business decision. That's it, you all. It's $20. And then all you've got to do is select the business pack as far as coffee that you want to receive. So here's what you're going to get as far as your options. Number one, again, everybody will pay the $20 to get in, but then you can choose to come in at one box, which would be $60. So literally you're getting started at under $80, you all, to get started in this business. Now, a lot of people, though, are taking advantage of the other areas that we have here, because option number two, at $129, you're going to receive 3 boxes of coffee, which is going to save you 25%. At $199, you'll receive 6 boxes of coffee. That's saving 35%. And our best value is option number 4 there in the middle. At $499, you're going to receive 16 boxes, which averages out to right around $32 per box, okay? So remember when I told all of you that you can really make a lot of money selling these boxes of coffee? Well, they retail for $59.95, which means, again, you're putting some really good money away in your pocket, almost, $28 every time you move a box of coffee. So that's why a lot of people are coming in at the 16-box level, and especially from this standpoint. If you send out a text message to all of your friends, family members, and let them know you just started your own coffee business, you have this weight loss coffee, you all, that tastes great, and I have crazy testimonials to support that people are winning on this coffee, can I count on you to purchase a couple boxes of coffee? If you send a text message out to your list, I'm telling you right now, before your coffee would actually arrive at your house, you would have all your boxes pre-sold. And that's because, again, we're talking about coffee. People love coffee. And that's exactly what's happening, is people are literally selling out of the coffee before it even gets there. So again, we just have a lot of amazing things happening right now with our opportunity. I'm going to leave you with these words here. Warren Buffett said it best: whatever the world likes to do, make it your business. And the last time I looked, the world loves to drink coffee. And for the most part, companies don't pay you for drinking their coffee. But over here at Valentus, we do. So with that said, you all, I want to thank you for jumping on our Sunday review. Again, my name is Marcus. I was your presenter. Please be sure to get back to the person that invited you to this information. Get your questions answered, but more than ever, I want you to go ahead and make the decision to team up with us, because I'm telling you, we're going to have a lot of fun. So with that said, you all, blessings to you and your family. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday, and we'll see you on our next live event. Take care.